Hello and welcome to Snowrunner News. I'm UK Gamer 828 and I keep you updated with the latest Snowrunner news and console mods and also PC mods. So what we got going on today? Well, I've had a few technical issues, otherwise this would have been up hours ago, and I wanted to show you the Pacific P512, which is the new truck which has been added for Snowrunner Phase 3 or Season 3. Now you can currently see this on the PTS only, as it's only available on there, and you can only see it in the proving grounds. So there the truck is there, and you can see it's got no textures for it at the moment, but that'll all change probably in the next update or so, and it has got the login attachments for it. So let's go into the garage and I'll show you what's available in there. So we have 3 engines, and the Westline is maxed out on the power to weight, which is always nice. And then going on to gearboxes, we've got the 4 different gearbox with the extra fine-tuned one, but I'm having trouble with getting that one working. And then with the suspension, we haven't got any suspension options yet, or any tyre options. They're the only tyre options. And then we've got the standard winches are all available, and there's a spare tyre also on there. With snorkel options, they're there. And then we move on down to the frame add-ons, and you see we've got all the crane and then the log carrier and the crane for it, and then there's flatbed and everything else what we've normally got as well. So that's pretty cool. And then we've got a few more options going on to the exhaust, where we've got a few different ones on there. And then we move on down to miscellaneous, and it's got the bunk on the cabin protector, sorry, and then various other horns and what have you going on. And then we move on to the front bumpers, where it's got a few different bumper options for it. Well, part of the stock ones anyway. And then the same with, we'll put that one on actually, and then we'll go onto the front there and get some lights on the top if you want. And there isn't any other rim options available for it at the moment, and no colours because there's no texture to it. So as soon as there's some texture, then we should be good to go. So this will be pretty nice truck to get stuck into. I can't wait to have a go with it, because at the moment we haven't got any all-wheel drive or engageable diff, so you can't really drive it too far. But it looks promising, and it's nice to see that it has got a decent bit of power. I managed to hook this one up earlier, and it went pretty well. I was pretty chuffed with that. And also we've had I checked on the Paystar 5600, and the all-wheel drive is working on that. Thanks for some of the guys who let me know in the text, and I went and checked it earlier and it was all working fine now. The fine-tune isn't working, and we've also I got one of the Pacific P16s out. Now the Pacific P512 is only part of the season pass, or if you buy the Wisconsin DLC you will get that. Now they have said the Pacific P16 also will have a login attachment on it for when it gets released. We haven't had that yet, but a few guys have tweaked them, and BARTELBI has let me have a go on his, and that's the one over the back there. Now the free login equipment we're getting, well, we might get some more login equipment on some of the original trucks we've got as well, but the other free login is on the CAT, the 745, and that's got the login attachment. I can't put anything on the back of that at the moment as it doesn't recognise logs, but that's got the logging cradle on the back of there, so that should be good to go for everyone. And it'd be interesting to see, like I said, how many different trucks do take the log attachment. If that many do, well, we will soon find out about that one. Now there's still going to be no news on Phase 3 release or Season 3 release for Snowrunner for probably a couple more updates yet. The PTS isn't that bad. It's probably one of the better ones we've had at the moment. So hopefully we'll get that in 2 to 3 weeks time, maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit sooner. We just don't know, but there you go. So that is the Pacific 512, and then we've also got the CAT and the Paystar 5600. That's part of the season pass, as well as the boar. Now I forgot to get the boar out, where it is a bit boring, that boar. I'm not really too keen on it. Now I didn't manage to have a proper go with this one without the all-wheel drive, so it'd be quite good to get in the Paystar with the all-wheel drive and give that a shout. I'll probably go and do some logging on some of the missions in Michigan or maybe Alaska tomorrow. So going over to mods, Snowrunner mods, and obviously none in for console as it's the weekend and we're never going to get mods on a weekend. but for PC we had a few in there. The last ones we had was the G63 AMG, and then moving on from that we have the Frogs SSX has been added in. Then we have the Mighty Warthog mod. Then also the next one is the Mighty Khan Tweak and the Chevy CK Tiger. And then this one popped in earlier was the custom Ford CLT 9000. So that's your lot for SnowRunner news for today. Hopefully we'll have a bit more news on some update to sort these bug problems out, because I know a lot of you are still having the memory issue and you're having to reinstall the game and all that sort of crap, but there's not a lot we can do. As soon as an update comes, it hopefully resolve that, but we'll have to wait and see next week. As soon as something happens, I will let you know. Thanks for watching SnowRunner News and SnowRunner Mods. Till the next time, goodbye.